So last night we got word from 2K17's Twitter page saying that they were going to be revealing DLC superstars for WWE 2K17. And they started doing that during SmackDown. I had no idea because I was on and off. I was kind of snoozing through SmackDown. But oh my gosh, did we get superstars. Austin Aries is in the game, guys. Oh my gosh. I really hoped he was in the game. I didn't think there was a reason why he wouldn't be in the game. He debuted the same night as Shinsuke Nakamura. And Nakamura is day one. So obviously Austin Aries had a really good chance to make it in the game. And I, for one, can't wait to use the greatest man that ever lived in a WWE ring in 2K17. The very first Legend DLC edition we got was The Godfather. And I, for one, am not surprised that The Godfather made 2K17. He got inducted into the Hall of Fame, and 2K games have a tendency of putting latest Hall of Fame inductees into their video games. So Godfather made sense as an addition. What obviously made tremendous sense was the club being included in 2K17. They were the glaring omission from the official roster reveal. I'm so glad that Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson made the cuts. I was sweating for a little bit. They were the one guys on the roster that I was like, if they're not in the game, this game is gonna fucking suck. Now, the game's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna be able to remake Balor Club, The Club. So much great things are going to happen in 2K17 with these guys in there. Now, I can't say so much about Kerry Von Erich. I know he's part of the legendary Von Erich family, but me, personally, that was before my time. I'm glad he's in the game. It's always nice to have some of these like old school wrestlers in the game, and I'm glad he's in there. For Kerry Von Erich fans, I'm happy for you guys too. Now, I don't know how many MOJO Rawley fans there are out there, but you better be hyped for MOJO Rawley's 2K17 debut. Now, the only reason why I wanted him in the game was because he was currently on the main roster and in the tag team with Zack Ryder as the Hype Bros. So I was like, why isn't MOJO in there? But at the same time, it made sense why he didn't get included. He didn't do too much in NXT when he was down there. But now that he's on the main roster and he's in the tag team with Zack Ryder, I'm glad he made the cut. And speaking of legends, we have our third legend edition in Papa Shango, which we haven't seen in the WWE game since the Sega Genesis, I think so, Dreamcast. I can't remember when's the last time I've ever seen Papa Shango. I've never used Papa Shango. The character's pretty cool, it's pretty nice, so I'm glad he's in the game. It's a nice addition. Now, speaking of nice additions, we have the Perfect 10 Ty Dillinger. Now, you couldn't have a Perfect 10 video game without Ty Dillinger. I'm so glad he's in the game. I know a friend or two of mine are gonna really enjoy the fact that he's in there. I, for one, am. Ty Dillinger, 2K17. Oh my gosh, it's a real thing, guys. I'm so psyched for Ty Dillinger. Now we have one more superstar to reveal, and it's the legendary Eddie Guerrero, my favorite wrestler of all time. He is the reason I fell in love with pro wrestling. He is the reason I am who I am today to a certain extent. And it looks like they might have included his 2005 version of him just based on the gear he's wearing. AJ Styles versus Eddie Guerrero is going to be the first match I do. Trust me, guys. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. But so far, we got 9 superstars revealed as of last night. There's more to come. Next week will be the final batch of any kind of roster additions. So after next week, we are done with 2K17 roster additions. There will be 4 DLC packs in the season pass. So one of them most likely is going to be like a new moves pack, which they do every year. A legends pack, which is where Eddie, Papa Shango, and Godfather come in. So expect more legends to be revealed next week and less current NXT or main roster additions. But speaking of main roster additions, I think the Shining Stars are the only superstars in the main roster right now that aren't included in the game. I don't think it'll be too difficult to add them in the game. Go ahead, get Shining Stars in there. Rhino is another guy who's the current SmackDown Tag Team Champion with Heath Slater. He should definitely be in the game. Maybe he gets included in the Tag Team pack or in the current Future Stars pack, whatever. But Bobby Roode is the biggest names left to be added to 2K17, and if he gets added there, oh my gosh, Twitter is going to explode. WWE 2K17 will be glorious. And I am excited about the game. I'm SESvince, guys. I'm out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.